Putin's warning to the United States, a nuclear doctrine shift. Imagine a world standing on the brink of a nuclear peril. This is not science fiction, but a chilling warning delivered by Russian President Vladimir Putin. His new nuclear doctrine transforms the rules of global conflict, targeting the US and NATO directly. What's his message and how real is this threat? Putin's revised doctrine lowers the threshold for using nuclear weapons. It now allows nuclear response to severe non-nuclear attacks on Russia or its ally, Belarus. This strategy sends a clear message. Moscow views U.S. actions in Ukraine as provocations, heating an already tense global climate. Ukraine's deployment of U.S.-supplied ATACMS missiles within Russian-controlled territory intensified Kremlin concerns. For Moscow, such strikes are a red line. This signals direct Western involvement in Ukraine, elevating the stakes for NATO and putting the world closer to a catastrophic confrontation. Kremlin officials liken today's crisis to the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. Like the Cold War, nuclear risks are escalating. Is history repeating itself, or are we in uncharted waters? The world holds its breath as leaders face hard decisions with global consequences. In Putin's doctrine, Belarus emerges as a vital ally. Russian and Belarusian unity amplifies their nuclear capability. This partnership fuels regional instability, drawing neighboring nations like Poland into heightened security measures. Could this alliance become a launching pad for greater conflict? While Moscow frames the doctrine as deterrence, critics argue it's an aggressive posture. Lowering the nuclear threshold risks miscalculations that could trigger catastrophic escalation. Is this a strategy to keep NATO at bay, or a dangerous gamble with global safety? NATO is likely reassessing its strategies in light of these developments. The doctrine's implications extend beyond Europe, affecting global nuclear policies. How will the US and its allies respond to this escalated threat? And what about efforts for nuclear non-proliferation? The Cuban Missile Crisis taught the world the devastating effects of brinkmanship. Will today's leaders heed those lessons or push the boundaries further? While the past offers cautionary tales, it's up to current decision-makers to avoid future catastrophes. As tensions escalate, dialogue and restraint are paramount. Both sides must exercise caution to prevent conflict. The stakes have never been higher, highlighting the urgent need for renewed diplomacy and global unity. Don't wait for world leaders alone to shape our future. Share this information, drive discussions, and advocate for diplomacy. Help ensure that calls for de-escalation rise above the whispers of war. Together, we can champion a safer, nuclear-free world.